I divided my time to divide both of the minds. Not in the sense of ownership, like when they say that one's mine. You gotta open your mind so it can open your eyes. And I'm promoting that opening cause I'm noticing potent. As if epiphanies hitting me cause I'm speaking unholy. They're chasing diamonds and rollers, they chasing Rarries and Rolls. Ain't my business to focus, make it your business to focus. Cause if you know this, you're not alone if you are devoted. We're about that action, but we're in control. No, we're not reacting.
Hey,
Hello, good evening, all. I am Dushawn Dotson. I am your co-host this evening. And with me, I have Mr. Go ahead, introduce yourself, Mr. Tucker.
Darian Tucker. Everyone knows Darian Tucker.
Yes,
Yeah, but I'm here.
everyone does.
I'm here with you.
Thank you. Yes, and we are Civilized Eyes, and
Yeah,
we
yeah. So
welcome y'all.
yeah,
Yes,
we're civilized eyes. So tell me, when we
yes.
first started this podcast,
We start
what did we establish this podcast for?
one more time.
When we started Civilized Eyes, we were so passionate about, you know, creating an
A
area or
platform.
platform
Yes.
to where we can, express our passions and reach out to those things and subjects and persons that we're passionate about. You
Yes.
know, uh, what in its essence, what did we start? Why did we start a
Well,
platform as such as this one?
we started this platform as we as you know, but for those who don't know, right? But we started this platform to advance the minds and of those who are unaware of, us as blind people and
Right,
whatnot. Because it's so funny. There were a few people within the blind community who I know. They've told me that before they became blind, that they never met or seen or know of a blind person until they became blind themselves. And that goes for myself and as
yeah,
well. I
yeah.
never
I gotta say
encountered.
that I didn't know of any blind people or seen any blind people either until I became blind. Why is that?
Exactly. Um, that's because I believe it's because, like, there are, as you know, there are thousands of blind people who are blind out here. It's just that, like for example, in myself, I was this way in the beginning. I didn't come out. I didn't go out. And the reason I didn't go out is because I just felt as though I was alone, as though I was the only blind person in the world. And although, realistically, I'm not the only blind person in the world, but, when I became blind, I felt that way. And so I wasn't, really thinking about anyone except for myself, I presume, at that time. Yeah.
Right, and I would say, why? Well, let me ask myself that question. Why
Sure.
is it
Yeah.
that I've come to know blind people by being blind?
Hmm.
I've been put in the same situations,
Hmm.
uh, and
Absolutely.
I go to the services for the blind, so that's where
Hmm.
I connected with them. That's what I
Absolutely.
connected with us, and
Absolutely.
because we're trying to access services to uh, better help. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Better help ourselves. Try to find resources to still, because we still got things that we want to do and need to do.
Absolutely.
Us as children.
Yeah.
So
And,
all I was seeking the independence, we met up at the crossroads. So,
Yeah.
Deshaun, when
Yes.
did
Yeah.
we when did we when did we start making these podcasts?
We started doing these
How
podcasts
long ago was that? How long ago?
about 5 months ago, I want to say. Something like that.
5 months ago. Yeah, that's when we did the misconceptions of blindness.
Blindness in the community.
Yeah, in the
Yep.
community.
Yes.
All right. So tell me about that. Tell me a little bit about the misconceptions about blindness in the community.
Well, once again, as I said, once again, I can only speak for myself. I did not know that people who are blind, that they go out,
Come up a little
they.
bit and
I'm
speak up.
sorry, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Mhm.
Okay. So yeah, so I did not know that people who are blind, that they actually like go out, they go to parties, they travel. I did not know that until after I became blind and I started doing those things. Because, and I didn't know that people who are blind that they travel on their own until
Mhm.
I start traveling on my own. Like because I've been to like multiple places. Sure, I've been on a cruise. I've been on a plane, the train, the bus. I've traveled, and
Dang, you've been getting around.
yeah, of course. Of
Yeah.
course. That's because, I just can't allow the blindness to stop me and to, become a burden upon me, because although I've become blind, I still have my life. I still, there's still things that have to be
Right.
accomplished and done. Yeah. Just because I can't see, that doesn't mean that my world has to stop.
I agree. I agree. So
Yes.
5 months ago,
Hmm.
we began podcasting.
Yes, we did.
What was the how was the quality of those shows? How was the
Uh,
feedback? Uh,
um,
go ahead.
well, being that we were just getting started, we were in our fetus stage.
Oh, I thought you were finna say primordial or something like that.
Okay,
Primitive.
so go ahead.
Oh, the common meanings that people use to say outdated.
No, we weren't
But
outdated.
we were doing it. We started podcasting with our phones, just our phones.
Exactly,
Now all of us,
exactly.
most of us have laptops.
Exactly. Yeah, we now have laptops and computers and whatnot now. But
Right,
as you said, you're absolutely right. We did, like myself, I know I started out with, my phone and, I was having technical difficulties and whatnot. But yeah, as you know now, I now use my laptop. So, I've stepped up and whatnot. And
right.
I'm doing much better now. But yeah, I'm enjoying this podcasting and whatnot. I really am.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
I I have we have
Hmm.
in my mind
Hmm.
the best panel ever, man.
Hmm.
Uh, I
Yes,
mean,
we do.
all of us are blind,
Yes.
and our mission is to speak about inaccessibilities,
Yes.
that we face, and inaccessibilities that we discovered,
Hmm.
not alone, but with the help of other organizations and
Most definitely.
use of their technology.
Hmm.
Uh, and we just talk about them on the podcast uh,
Yes.
to make aware
Hmm.
um,
Tell the people
people
who
with
aren't
disabilities.
aware.
Yeah,
Yeah.
make the people with disabilities become aware of the situation that they're in when
Hmm.
access to services without disabilities.
And something that just came to mind also,
What's that?
because there are people who are blind that don't have the technology
Right.
to be able to get on to a laptop or whatever that they use,
Right.
that they may not be able to get on the laptop or their phone or whatever. So, their family members are able to get on, and perhaps their family member may be watching this podcast right now and will go to that person, that family member of theirs who's blind, and may say, hey, look, there are these two people who are blind. Hey, watch them. Here's, hold this up, listen to them rather. Some people are blind, they don't like using the word watch. I know
Oh
they
yeah.
get mad whenever I say, shoot, hey, can I see that?
Yeah, yeah, it's needed. Yeah, make sure y'all do that, audience. Make sure y'all reach out to your family members and
Mm-hmm.
friends that that have siblings or friends that are blind, and share
Mm-hmm.
this podcast with them. We may not know everything, but
Mm-hmm.
we are
We
blind as they
and we
are,
know something.
and we know some. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? We know some, and connecting us together helps us work together.
Mm-hmm.
And you being on this podcast,
Mm-hmm.
if you're sighted, I mean, we're not counting you
Oh,
out. I mean, we need you also. Work
mm-hmm.
with us where you
Absolutely.
are to help create opportunities for us, and
Mm-hmm.
to eliminate, or if not eliminate, reduce the misconceptions uh, that are in this society with us. We want to live better. We want to live lives like good lives, um, free of discrimination, just like you. We know
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of discriminations out there, uh,
Absolutely.
but you'll have to be blind to really see the discriminations that we go through. There's no big and little discrimination. Discrimination is discrimination. But
Mm-hmm.
help us to, uh, you know what I mean. Let's work together, collective work,
Mm.
and feel like it's our responsibility to. All right, so
Yes.
so talk about let's talk about a let's talk about some inaccessibilities.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh. I have a
I mean,
big one.
go ahead.
I have a big one.
So you know,
Yeah.
this. I don't want to cry. Um,
Well, while you're
one
trying to hold in your tears, I want to speak about the inaccessible.
okay,
The
this is
inaccessible.
very emotional. I need some music.
One of the
Go ahead.
things that I find very frustrating that is inaccessible are the websites.
Yeah, the websites. Hmm.
Yes, websites. There are websites that are very inaccessible for people who are blind, and
Yes. Now
that's
let's talk
that's
about that. How
frustrating.
how are the websites inaccessible for people that are blind?
Okay, for example, there are, how like when you go to fill out an application or what have you, or you go to, to
Yes.
yeah, to fill something out. Yeah, and you know how like it has for you to click on a button,
Uh,
and when you can't find the button, it doesn't say button, it's
oh, they say
based.
like image button, something like that.
Exactly, yes, it says
Yeah.
image. Exactly. And,
Yeah.
and
Image
sometimes it just
button.
doesn't say anything. It just says,
Blank.
like you basically you have to get a family member or someone to say, hey, come on, dude, please help me out. Yeah.
Yeah, then yeah, so that's one is inaccessibility. The
Mm-hmm.
buttons on websites, y'all. Like when you when you're looking for housing, they tell you go to the
Mm-hmm.
website, right? And they tell
Mm-hmm.
you to go find this button at the department. Then you come back home to your laptop as a blind person, using your voiceover to try to find that button that they was telling that they were directing you to go find, and you pass everything that they said you were going to pass. As soon as you get to like to a certain area, you hear nothing but image button, undefined
Mm-hmm.
text button, TXTHLL23553 period button link, and you like, whoa,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? It's inaccessible, and they say, well, the only we don't, you have to go to the website. They just keep telling you that when you call customer service. And then you're like, wow, I mean, can't this be more accessible?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
this podcast is to talk about those inaccessibilities and to do something about it. So what do we do? What do we do, Deshaun, when we come upon those inaccessibilities?
Well,
We let it be
go ahead.
known.
Go ahead.
We let the inaccessibilities be known to the department,
Absolutely.
and we let it
Absolutely.
be known to blind people, so they'll know
Absolutely.
what to do. They'll be aware
Hmm.
of the situation they're in,
Yes.
what they might face in this
Hmm.
inaccessible in these inaccessible spectrums and
Hmm.
realms of black holes.
Hmm.
Okay, so we
Hmm.
said websites and the
Yes.
elements on there.
Yes.
So what about not only buttons on websites,
Hmm.
but myself, I just stumbled upon a application
Hmm.
uh, on a website,
Hmm.
LAT, the Grand Housing Authority.
Hmm.
Okay, the document pulled up right,
Hmm.
and all of it said first name, last name, email address, phone number. And then it said edit field. So I positioned my voiceover cursor onto the edit field
Hmm.
and attempted to click enter to enter into the edit box.
Hmm.
But what happened? Nothing. I did not enter the edit box.
Hmm.
So I went to the next edit box, tried to click enter again. No, can't enter. So I can't input my information
Hmm.
into this application
Hmm.
because how the website developer structured the document.
They did not have
They
people who are
didn't.
blind in mind.
Right. And they did not
Hmm.
make it accessible for voiceover screen readers, things like
Hmm.
that blind people use every day.
And you know something else?
So that,
I think that you know how like they have it accessible but so far.
yes.
I think the reason why it goes but so far is because they have people who are sighted who are creating these programs.
Right.
And the people who are sighted, they don't think, further than, than that particular point of which they, you see what I'm saying?
Right. And they
Yeah.
cannot be in communication
Mhm.
by their by their action of develop by the actions of how they're developing these websites and applications. They
Mhm.
cannot be in communication with someone that's blind or
Exactly.
a blind organization that is like a school for the blind that teaches the blind. So, like
Exactly.
again, this is why we established this podcast, not only for blind people and low vision and people with disabilities to come to and watch, but those sighted, our sighted
Mhm.
people,
Absolutely.
for them to understand these inaccessibilities and make and them to become aware of the situation that they're putting the blind people in.
Mhm.
Have to go around the bushes and go and file lawsuits and things like that because there is already a law out here that asks and requests or not ask or request or require that website developers and everybody make their websites accessible for blind
Accessible. Mhm.
and people with disabilities. Magnification for those that have low vision, they still look at use their vision, but they stuff have to be magnified in large print.
Yes.
Those that have color distortion, they can't see black on white, so have a feature on there that makes the website negative where the background is black and the letters are white. Things like this.
Mhm.
But in order for for the website developers and departments to know these things, you must collaborate with the blind and learn what
Mhm.
accessibility is. So
Absolutely.
this podcast encourages that, and it encourages them to collaborate with the blind and blind organizations, and
Yes.
it encourages people with disabilities, blind and low vision, to let the inaccessibilities that they come across be known, and come to Civilized Eyes Podcast and talk about it. Tell them, babe, what can they do to come onto this podcast?
Well, what they can do is they can reach us at our emails,
Mhm.
which is civilizedeyes@gmail.com, spell Civilized
ED.
civilized EYES at.
Podcast.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh God, I always forget that. One more time. My bad, y'all. CIVILIZED
Yes.
EYESPODCAST@gmail.com.
That's correct.
And that's Civilized Eyes. That's our
Email.
well, not website, but that's our email.
Hey, we want a website in the future.
Yes.
Where else can they reach us? We have.
Yes, we do. We have a phone number. I apologize, y'all. Mr. Tucker, he's gonna have to give y'all that number because I haven't quite learned it yet.
Yeah,
Mr.
so
Tucker,
we
what is
have.
that number?
Yeah, so we have a phone line now, everyone, that you all can contact. I'm gonna get ready and call the number in a minute, so I can explain like the process of how you can reach me, Deshaun, or Gabriel.
Yeah,
So
who
the
is
phone
in
number.
here?
Yeah, we're gonna let them hear it.
Yeah, he's in here now.
That's all right too.
He's probably asleep.
Huh?
I say more than likely he's asleep.
Who, me?
No, not you. I'm talking about
Oh,
Gabriel.
Gabriel. Oh, yeah. Oh,
I would hope that
can't-
you're not asleep.
I might be sleep talking, y'all. So the phone number is 877-990-1145. Again, it's 877-990-1145. And Dushan, I'm gonna let you take it away while I go call and dial the number.
Okay, not a problem. So yes, so we have recently just developed that number. Also we just give us a call, and whichever one of us will answer the phone, just depending upon which number you dial to reach us. If you want to reach Darren Tucker, you can dial the number 1. If you want to reach me, Dushan Botsman, hit that number 2. And if you want to reach Gabriel Bruce, hit that number 3 and you'll reach him. Yeah. So yeah, that's our number.
Okay.
And that's it.
The number.
Did you
All right.
know?
I just got to find the dial, but okay, what y'all hear is my voiceover. It's on the iPhone. It's a guide to help me navigate through all the items on my phone, and it has gestures to it. So sighted people, you can't use it the same way like you use your phone. It's a different gesture.
Yes.
You got to treat it delicately. You got to be sensitive to my phone. But all right, but I'm finna dial the number and stop playing with y'all.
So Darren, whose number are you gonna call?
Thank you for calling Civilized Eyes Podcast. Please choose from one of the following menu options. For the administrative host, Darian Tucker, press 1. For the co-host, Deshaun Dotson, press 2.
That's me.
For the other co-host, Gabriel Bruce, press 3. Thank you.
Asleep.
And what I'm gonna do,
Hello.
I'm gonna press
Thank
2.
you for calling Civilized Eyes
And I'm gonna call
Podcast. Please choose from one of the following menu options.
Oh, excuse me, my phone is open.
And so that's what you will hear when you call the dots.
Remind me. Button.
Hello, good afternoon. Good evening.
Okay. So y'all have our number, our phone line, and y'all know how to reach us. Y'all also have our email.
Thank you for calling Civilized Eyes.
Now,
Yes.
what should they expect when they call us?
Notifications.
Well, when, as you know, as you could tell, as you know me, when they call me, they will expect a warm, welcoming, friendly person, someone who can assist them with, whatever it is that they need as far as Civilized Eyes, with whatever information that that they need. I will be more than happy to give to them.
Okay. And so speak up, come close a little bit.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah. I can hear you now.
Once again, I'm in my chill mode.
I see.
Yeah.
The daydreaming music and the chill
Yeah.
mode,
Yes.
relaxed theme.
Mhm.
So when you call anyone on this
Mhm.
of the panel,
Mhm.
what do you after you dial 877-990-1145, you can expect to receive like a human resource type guidance. Like you'll tell us what are you dealing with, what do you want, what are you trying to do, and we'll provide you with some resources. What would those resources? What would those resources possibly be?
Well, we can refer them to whatever it is that they are calling about.
Like, say I have a problem, right? I dial the number, I press 2,
Mhm.
and I say, "Hello." What are you gonna say?
Hello.
Nah, you gonna hello. Is this Civilized Eyes Podcast?
Yes, this is, and you're speaking with Dushan Dotson. How may I help you?
Okay.
Mhm.
I watched a podcast and I heard that I've been going through some inaccessibilities,
Mhm.
inaccessibility challenges, and I heard on your podcast that you allow people to come up and talk about them. How
Yes.
can I put in an application, or what do I do? What can I do? What do I supposed to do in order to come up?
Well, you can email us as Civilized Eyes Podcast. And certainly someone will, reach back out to you. We'll respond at our earliest convenience.
Right.
Yes. And then we'll go from there.
And that's how you all request to come up on a podcast and talk about the inaccessibilities, to
Yes.
collaborate, and so we can make everyone aware of these inaccessibilities, so we can do something about it.
Yes.
So we can get those that don't have accessible devices, so they can get somewhat accessible.
Excuse me.
Not all accessible. And those things that remain inaccessible, even though they have access to technology, we reach out to to the departments and companies and things like that have these inaccessibilities and speak with them about it. And
Yes.
there's a lot of blind advocacy organizations like the NFB. You got Rev Up Georgia.
Yes.
You have Grassroots Connectors.
Grassroots Connectors.
You have a lot of organizations out here that deals with like advocacy for blind and disabled people, and they create solutions and policies to submit them to the senators and representatives to get them passed. So there's a lot of things out here that you can get involved in collective work, so we can make
Work
this
together.
accessible world more better. Um, so what about if they call and they say, I've been hearing about a lot about this access technology, and I don't know what it is or why I need it. Um, what is the first accessibility access technology that a person that's newly blind needs? Right now, I have an iPhone, but that's all I have. I don't know what to actually do with it except for to call, answer calls.
Well, what I would do with how I excuse me, I apologize. How I would help to assist that person is I would, first inquire as to what it is that they would like to do as far as their phone. Because I would explain to them that, there are plenty of things that they can do, especially with the iPhone. They can send emails, they can text, they can dial numbers, hang up on people.
Oh yeah.
They can block people.
Go ahead.
They can, but seriously though, they can email, they can FaceTime, they can take pictures. There are multiple things you can do with the iPhone. I don't know anything about Android, but I'm sure that there are multiple things that you can do with Android as well.
Yeah. So what
Mhm.
if you dial 1, 2, 3, like, so say if the son isn't able to, or Cable isn't able to, or Darian isn't able to answer your questions, what we'll do is to write down your question, um, and your concerns, and then we'll go do our research behind the scenes, and then we'll respond accordingly.
Most definitely.
That's how we operate.
Hmm.
And all of us have a connection to the internet, and we're networking with other people.
Hmm.
So that's how we're able to provide, um, you the service that we provide. And
Hmm.
we're right now in the motion of still building the podcast. As you
Yes.
can see, if you go watch our oldest video, they don't have any background music to them. They
Yes.
don't have any intro
Yes.
videos
Yeah.
with
It,
text popping on the screen.
mhm.
Um, saying Civilized Eyes Podcast, like and subscribe.
Mhm.
Oh,
And also
hey,
another thing
hey, hey,
our older
hey,
videos. Yes.
a thought just entered into my mind.
What?
I just got to
Should we talk
we're
about it on the
gonna
air
make
or should
our
we talk about it
intro.
behind the scenes?
We're gonna make our intros audio descriptive,
Oh yeah. And
because how would they know that? How would they know what the intro is saying? Like the text that's on the screen.
how would they even know that there's even text on the screen?
We just, hey, see everyone, when you do collective work, we just identify the inaccessibility.
Yep.
So yeah, we're gonna work on that. Like, so when the intro comes on, it'll be like text appears on the screen. Civilized Eyes Podcast. Like and subscribe. 3
Mhm.
exclamation mark. See, that's how it's supposed to be. You know,
I thought they
even
already
if
said
even
that.
if people might want to disable the audio description. We should make that an option or something. I don't know.
Yes, most definitely.
But
Most
yeah, I
definitely.
just thought about that.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Oh, and also we should have it set up where they can access the comments.
yeah,
So this way they can, click onto the comments because that I'm pretty confident that there are people who are blind that's
now
watching this
speaking of that,
podcast.
let me take the comments. Let me see if anyone a minute while you
Mm.
go into it. Let them know that we are receiving donations,
Oh
and
yes,
tell them
yes,
that
yes, yes.
let them. Well, I can go ahead. The
So
donations, everyone.
So yes, we are receiving donations. You can donate to our Cash App, which is $ Civilized Eyes Podcast. That is our Cash App, our cash tag rather. Once again, our cash tag is Civilized Eyes Podcast, which is spelled capital C, IVILIZEEYESPODCAST.
Oh, we have a comment.
Do we now? Hey, commenter. Who commented?
Okay, hold on. Let keep talking. Tell them about the donations and give them our cash tag.
Oh, okay.
It's civilized. Cap C, but everything else.
Okay. So yeah. So once again, oh, that's a friend of mine. I'm sorry, y'all.
Okay, space. Let me go. Space 1312 says great video.
Thank you, Space 13. Wait, one more time.
Says hello, great video.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Hello, Space 13.
Hey, Space 13.
Thank you for watching.
We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Space 13.
Did you give the cash tag?
Okay, so yes, once again, that our cash tag is Civilized Eyes Podcast,
right?
Which is spelled capital C.
No,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You forgot it.
I forget that dollar sign. We're looking for dollar signs. So yeah, once again, my fault. Our cash tag is $ capital C A.
No.
Dollar sign. I'm sorry, CI. Oh God, I'm so sorry, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. So okay, I'm gonna try this one more time. Our cash tag is $ capital C IVILIZEEPODCAST.
Woohoo! Why? There you go.
Man.
So
that's our cash tag.
So Civilized Eyes Podcast is established to educate the public about blindness and blind related subjects to
not limited.
But not limited to those items, because we do talk about a few other things on here.
Yes.
And there are other organizations that's going to be coming on here in the future, but we're going to do a disclaimer so that the words, opinions, beliefs of the organizations does not reflect on Civilized Eyes Podcast. And when they come on, guys, we're going to be asking them and inquiring whether or not their services are going to be accessible for people with blindness and low vision and disabilities. So yeah, that's just our method of trying to collaborate with the agencies and departments that's easily inaccessible. Mm-hmm. So we've been on here for a while now, so we're kind of close it out. Do we have any closing remarks?
Just thank you all for watching us, especially at this time of the evening. I just needed to come on here to redeem myself for not being able to come on earlier. Now it's after 12, so last night I had to come on here to redeem myself. So yeah, I want to thank y'all for watching us and liking and subscribing to our channel, Civilized Eyes Podcast, on YouTube. Also, we welcome your donations to our cash tag, and just look forward to having y'all come on our show. And that's all I have to say. Do you have anything to say, Mr. Tucker?
Yeah. So every Sunday, 7 p.m.
Yes.
Eastern time, we go live regularly. Right now, there was just like an extra show that we just thought about doing because y'all know about the Super Bowl. Everybody was watching the Super Bowl, and that first podcast. K-Ro had me on. He was on there for a little while, and I was calling his name. I said, I guess he went and watch the Super Bowl. That's how I Super Bowl. Just being on that topic, the Rams beat the Bengals 23-20. Congratulations to them.
Yes, congratulations, Rams.
Yeah.
Mr. Tucker, did you see the halftime show?
No, I did not. What happened?
Oh man, it was awesome. You had Mary J. Blige. She came out. She did her thing with her little two-step. She did a good job. I love listening to Mary.
Wow.
Yeah. So you had Mary J. Blige. Then you had who else? You had Kendrick Lamar. You had Eminem was there. You had Dr. Dre, and I believe that's all. Well, that's all.
I missed it.
Yeah.
What?
You missed?
Dr. Dre and Eminem.
Yes.
Dr. Dre signed Eminem too.
Yes, he did. He surely did. I remember when Eminem, when he first came out, he had his. He was a true white boy. He had on his yellow shoe. It was, what was it? A jumper or something like that. He said he wore, and yeah. I think he said in the interview that he had been wearing that yellow jumpsuit or whatever sweatsuit. That's what it was. He had been wearing that yellow sweatsuit for like a whole 2 weeks or something like that. And so when he then went to Dr. Dre's office, and he was still wearing the same yellow sweatsuit, and he started rapping for Dr. Dre, and then Dr. Dre was like, "Oh, gotta sign him."
Yeah, I would have been thinking whether or not he'd been watching that thing.
I know, right? No, he was watching it. But
yeah, so all right, let me turn this back around. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now,
the Super Bowl is halftime show is pretty good. It was good, especially for those people who love their 90s music.
Oh, 90s music.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna end this thing like this here.
I divided my time to divide both of the minds. Not in the sense of owning shit like when they say that one's mine. You gotta open your mind so it can open your eye. And I'm promoting that opening cause I'm noticing potent. As if epiphany's hitting me cause I'm speaking unholy. They're chasing diamonds and rollers, they chasing Rarries and rollers. Ain't in my business to focus, make it your business to focus. Cause if you know this, you're not alone if you are devoted. We're about that action, but we're in control, no.